Good morning, everyone. I thought I would take you on a little tour of where we're standing with our spring garden. I am definitely looking like a mess, but it is early in the morning. Our kitchen garden, or our vegetable garden, is definitely underdone. It's not complete, but this is the first full year we got the fence done, with the exception of the gate. So it seems to be doing really well, so I thought I would take you on a tour of that. So here we have a little garden bed that's only flowers. Our daffodils are doing really well. Over here on the right are tulips. I don't have any deer that have taken any yet. I have a couple of squirrels that have nibbled on the top of them. But we planted all this stuff last year in the fall, and they're looking really great, and they're actually quite large. This is one of the smaller. Well, I suppose that's probably the average size, but they look really great. We probably need another like 500 bulbs to fill this whole thing, but definitely not something we budgeted for last year. But we do have some tulips that are coming up. It's interesting how short they are, but it'll be interesting to see what color they are, because I don't remember what I planted. I'm filling in dirt slowly on this wall because I plan to plant some trailing stuff. Never mind the mess, sorry, behind there. But you can see there are some weeds in here that I need to get in and take care of, but that's real life gardening, I suppose. Here's our kitchen garden, or vegetable garden. We have a little side path, some compost in the back, but that's what we used. We actually got a load of chips / pine needles in this area delivered to us. And again, never mind the weeds, but I plan to plant as much as I can along this row. I'm going to use the vegetables as like a little hedge. I think I'm going to try. Hopefully I can get to them. Hopefully they can grow long enough before the animals take them, whatever it is, deer or moose or whatever. But these are little zucchini. My dog wants to get at the seeds real bad, but I keep stopping her. They just got put in and it hasn't been that warm, so germination rate's pretty low. Here are our tulips that I planted last fall as well. They're just about to open, and I don't remember what I planted. I think these might be doubles, but we'll see. We have some onions in the ground. We used dollar store laundry baskets as cloches, so they don't look very good, but that's what we have right now. We planted some really late tulips that we had in our garage just to see if they'd come up, and there's a few that are coming up, so we might get some late blooms there. Again, some more onions all throughout. Those three are tomatoes. We have 2 indeterminates on either side, and then this one is a determinate. So if you're not familiar with that terminology, indeterminates get really big if you let them. They could just keep growing and growing and growing. Determinates stay a little bit more compact. This is our garlic bed. Our garlic was planted last fall, and it's doing really well. I've never planted garlic before. We look like we have one that we've lost. I haven't pulled it out yet just because I want to see if it's going to come back, because it has put on growth, but I don't know. You can see what we're using is the raised row technique, which is essentially you pile it up, and it's basically the poor man's version of raised bed gardening. Raised beds just weren't in the budget this year, but we're also planting in topsoil that's been amended to make more of a garden soil, and I know that you gardeners out there are probably going to make you cringe, but you know what, that's what we could afford and what we had in our area, so it's what we're making use of. These are our onions. Most of these onions were planted, I want to say, a month and a half ago, so it's been a minute. As soon as we could work the soil, which we have a pretty I'd say short-ish season because we get so much snow. But yeah, this is a cherry tomato. I wanted to grow that because the grocery stores are so expensive with them. Cherry tomato, Roma tomato, and a beefsteak tomato. Potatoes all along there. We have some peas back there. It's not planted yet, but we'll have some berries and corn and such. And then this here will get finished, drop down. I guess I'm premature with this tour, but this will just be a flat space for us to have a garden. Looking forward to that, so we can actually sit out here and enjoy it and have some dinner parties and stuff like that. This is a jalapeno. We have one more to plant, and we'll put some cucumbers in here, and a garden bench will go over there, and it's a work in progress. But there are a few more gardens that we have in and around the area. I'm trying to plant things that are deer resistant-ish out in the land, so we don't have to use all of this space because we are limited. But there's a lot of weeds right now that we have to finish taking care of. But you know, that's part of the maintenance side. So anyway, that's in early May. It is, I believe, May 2 or May 3 today. And so I thought I would share. Anyway, have a blessed day, everybody.